The day in the life of Holden Caulfield. I wish I could leave the city of Detroit. There's nothing here for me anymore. Ever since my father got locked up a few weeks ago, I've been living in a project right outside of downtown. I used to live in a nice house right off 8 Mile. I miss it a lot. But I can't go back now. The house is probably all boarded up or something. Kind of like me a little. I keep things in. Feelings, thoughts, memories, everything really. Anyways, I'm not just gonna sit here and mope all day. I haven't eaten anything in 2 days and I'm quite hungry, to be honest. There's a nice little donut shop a few miles up the road. I put my white Converse on that I got for my last birthday and headed on my way. It was about 10:30 in the morning and the sun was shining. I've always been a morning person. I used to wake up and drink coffee with my mom every morning. I miss her a lot. She passed away 2 years ago of cancer and I'm still not over it. As if it was yesterday when she would come up into my room and wake me up for school. It seems like life has been bad ever since she died. Before I could think another thought, I felt my phone vibrate. I slid my hand into my dirty blue jeans with holes in the knees and pulled out my phone. Good morning, Holden. What are you doing today? It was a text from my old neighbor, Allie. She's probably my best friend. We've known each other since we were little. I remember we used to play ball on the street on hot summer days. Now, I only see her on occasion. I replied to her text with saying, "Oh, you know, nothing really. How about you?" I slid my phone into my pocket and continued walking toward the shop. About an hour and a half later, I finally got to the donut shop. It was called the D's Donuts. I don't know why people come up with these cheesy names. It's not like anyone really cares anyway. Bzz, bzz. I felt my phone buzz just as I was opening the door. Allie had replied, "I've got 2 tickets to the Tigers game. Want to go with me?" To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of baseball, but I used to go a decent amount of games with my father when I was younger. We'd always get hot dogs and toasted almonds. I thought to myself, it'll probably be different going with Allie, especially since I haven't seen her in a while. Besides, she's probably got crappy seats too. But being generous, I replied, "Sure, what time's the game and where would we meet?" I responded with a hint of sarcasm, just because I felt like there were so many better things I could be doing rather than go to a baseball game. But oh well. "May I help you?" "Excuse me, may I help you?" said the cashier at the donut shop. "Oh, yes, sorry. I would like a glazed donut and a medium coffee, please." I responded quickly, partially because I was embarrassed for standing there for 5 minutes without ordering anything. "Your total is $6.23. I like your Converse, by the way," the cashier said. I looked at the ground at my white Converse that weren't so white anymore, more of a brownish color. They looked very beat up, but I still love them. "Thank you," I responded. "My dad gave them to me for my birthday. They're my favorite pair of shoes." The cashier handed me my donut and coffee with a smile and said, "Well, I love them. Enjoy your things and have a great day." I walked over to a small table by the window and sat down watching cars drive by. 30 minutes had gone by, and I hadn't heard back from Allie. Maybe she found someone else to go with. I decided to call her. "Hello?" "Hi, Allie. It's Holden. Are you still going to the Tigers game?" "Oh, right. I don't think I can go anymore. Something popped up. I'm so sorry, Holden." "Oh, it's okay. Maybe next time. Talk to you later." I responded quick and then hung up before she could say another word. I decided to walk into downtown anyway. I was slightly sad about the game, so maybe the walk would help me cheer up. As I walked and sipped my coffee, I looked around wondering where I was. It's as if I messed up, and now I'm stuck here, walking the streets of Detroit on my own. I guess I can't really do anything about it, so why bother caring? I continued to walk and soon came upon a bridge. I've been here before. Many homeless people live here. It makes me sad to see how they live. Drinking all day, smoking, not really giving a damn about anything. Seeing all that makes me wonder if I'll be like them someday. It's almost as if they're me, but in the future. I walked under the bridge and saw this one man sitting all by himself with a group of pigeons. I walked up to him and asked, "Why are you sitting here with all these pigeons?" The man picked up his head and looked at me with a sad look in his eye. "They're here for food, but I have nothing to give to them. They sit here all day waiting for me to feed them, but I can't." I looked at the ground and replied, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Here, have this." I gave him half of my donut I didn't eat from earlier and carried on my way downtown. Looking back on what the man said, it made me wonder about myself. I didn't do anything wrong to be put in this position, kind of how the pigeons had no choice but to not eat because the homeless man had no food. It's kind of like society. People's mistakes make other people have certain circumstances. When my dad went to jail, I was home alone. I didn't do anything wrong, he did, but now I live in a project, don't go to school, and have no family because of his mistakes. So I didn't do anything wrong, but how did I get here? Yet, I don't know, I'm still here. That doesn't make sense to me, but finally I was in downtown. The smell of cars and restaurants in the air. My legs are tired and I could really go for a nap. So I hopped on the tram. It only goes in one big loop, but hey, it'll give myself and my legs a break. An hour passed and I hopped off the tram and began to walk home. The thought of what the homeless man told me about society and all that stuff was still there in the back of my head. I did miss my dad. No matter how upset I was with him, I did miss him. By the time I got home, it was starting to get dark and I took off my Converse. I noticed there was a rip in them. I never thought such a small hole could make me so sad. I guess the shoes were really the only thing that I had left related to him.